It always felt like a constant race, juggling with a lot of meetings, handling team, lot of pressure to deliver, perform, and stay on top of everything, right? So with this, I felt that my life was reduced to a cubicle. I got to know that I was suffering from this condition, fibroids. Got to know about yoga in depth, that it is not just doing the asanas, not for something which you do only for flexibility and all. In just 1 year of my yoga practice, everything which I was suffering from because of fibroids for years, everything vanished magically. Right?
Wow.
Everything. I felt no back pain, no menstruation pain. My period cycle became normal. No medicines, just the practice of yoga. If it is a heavy breathing, you're not able to even focus on your breath, then definitely again it is a sign that you are under a lot of stress. Nowadays, people also experience a lot of headache, migraine.
Right.
So if you are experiencing it daily, so do not avoid it, because daily headaches, it is not normal. If you're frequently craving for something, so you might not understand that this craving is also a sign that your body is lacking somewhere. Right? Even small things like if you're experiencing a lot of hair fall, it is not common. Do not blame it on water. Do not blame it on weather. Stop blaming yourself. Right? Stop overthinking that what is wrong with me.
Can you walk us through one simple daily practice a working woman can do to support her womb? Is your laptop more connected to your womb health than you think? If you are a woman hustling hard in your 9 to 5, working late nights, skipping meals, and then wondering why your periods are messed up or your fertility is struggling, this episode is for you. Because today we are talking to someone who works in the corporate, is also a yoga teacher, and is now helping other women do the same through the wisdom of yoga. So if you're tired of doctor visits, hormone pills, and silent tears in the bathroom, pause everything and listen to this. Welcome to our Heal Her series. I'm your host Jagpreet Kaur, and today's episode might just change your life. Because joining us today is Rashmi Arora, a certified yoga teacher, pregnancy yoga instructor, and the founder of YogAurora. Rashmi beautifully balances her career in the IT industry with a passion for yoga. She helps aspiring yoga teachers get certified through her online yoga certification courses and also supports women on their wellness journey, especially in areas like fertility, prenatal, and stress relief. Through her work, Rashmi is empowering more people to turn yoga into a meaningful, sustainable career while also using it as a tool for deep healing. So let's welcome Rashmi. A very warm welcome to you, Rashmi, on our Heal Her series by Healthy Pinch. I'm so glad to have you here today.
Thank you so much, Jagpreet. First of all, I am really grateful of you, for having me here in this series. And I have gone through the previous videos also of this series, and I felt very happy, watching them, because I think a lot of people nowadays feel lonely with these kind of problems. They don't know whom to share with, and they don't even know that, if that is a valid feeling or not. So maybe through these videos, you are giving them a hope, and most importantly, you're giving them a lot of support that you're not alone in this journey. And all of us have some experiences which we can share with them and definitely help them to heal and have a healthy and happy life ahead. So thank you.
Wow, so beautiful words. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Actually, the motive to start this Healer series was the same, to help those silent voices that are struggling. And with you people like the guests that are coming and helping me to support those audience, I'm so grateful and thankful to all of you. So thank you so much for joining. Let's start with your story today. What was corporate life like for you before yoga entered the picture, and how did you stumble upon yoga?
Okay. So it has been a very interesting story of, because yoga was not there in my life since I started my corporate journey. Before that, I was not aware of this word yoga at all, right? I sometimes feel that I wish I knew about this before, but it's okay. It's fine. Actually, we got to know at whatever phase in life, it's fine. So for me, being in corporate, it always felt like a constant race, juggling with a lot of meetings, handling team, lot of pressure to deliver, perform, and stay on top of everything, right? So with this, I felt that my life was reduced to a cubicle, to a corner, with just a lot of to dos and the meetings. Then somehow, when I was in 11th standard of mine, I got to know that I was suffering from this condition, fibroids, which
Okay.
was not very common then, that
Mm.
time. But then later on now, I think a lot of people know about it because
Right.
it is one of the major common issues people are facing when they are planning to conceive.
Yeah.
So I had this issue of fibroids when I was a child, and that was the time, I there were still there are no medicines for that, and I was struggling with lot of stomach pain, especially during the menstruation phase,
Mm.
and back pain, severe back pain, and all that. So just the painkillers and all that I was taking for many years. And then when I started my corporate journey, we had this facility within our campus of gym, aerobics, yoga. And this is a common mentality even now that people think that yoga is boring and
Mm.
gym or aerobics, they want to Zumba, they want to go for it.
Right.
I am definitely not against that. It's something which is also needed for us in some or the other ways. But then I went there to my campus there where we used to register for that. There were no spaces for gym, no empty slots for gym, no empty slots for aerobics, Zumba, and all.
Okay.
Only option I had was to choose yoga because I wanted to do something. So I thought, okay, कुछ और नहीं है तब तक we'll do yoga, and then whenever the slots comes up in the other things, I'll switch.
Hmm.
So I went to the yoga class, and unfortunately for me, maybe that was not the day, that was not the time. I felt very boring. That was around in 2016. I felt very boring in that yoga class. I went for 2 days, then I left it. I was like, no, yoga nahi ho payega. Then in 2018, again, one of my close friend, she told me that why don't you try, going for yoga class, because she saw me suffering from the issues because of fibroids every month. So I was like, ठीक है, let's try once more. So I went to multiple studios, yoga studios, to inquire about it. And then I stumbled upon a person. I just had a good chat with him about how his life had changed with the yoga practice. I just immediately felt connected to that person. I For me that time spirituality, the vibes and all was nothing. I was just busy in my corporate life, enjoying partying and all that phase.
Mhm.
But then meeting that person, I felt some magic. Still, if I remember that night when I spoke to that man, he was telling me about how yoga had changed his life and all that. So after having that conversation with him, I was like, no, I want to do yoga. And but then again, unfortunately, I had to move to another city. So I moved to another city, and I thought, okay, I cannot go and take classes with him, but let me try something on my own. So I
Mhm.
started practicing on my own, and slowly, then COVID came. Uh, you know, uh, I started my certification journey, got to know about yoga in depth, that it is not just doing the asanas, not for something which you do only for flexibility and all.
Right.
So then I got to know the real side of yoga. Slowly it happened over the years.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, now it's all yoga which, which I'm doing. And in just 1 year of my yoga practice, everything which I was suffering from because of fibroids for years, everything vanished
Oh, wow.
magically. Right?
Wow.
Everything. I felt no back pain, no menstruation pain. My period cycle became normal. No medicines, just the practice of yoga, and that hope that person gave me that time when I had a conversation. So that's how I stumbled upon yoga. Now I am trying to balance both my corporate life with the yoga practice, and it definitely helps me in everything. Even still today we have a lot of meetings, still today we have, a lot of pressure, but then somewhere I know that, where to draw the line, and now it's time to take care of my body and my mind.
Wow, such a beautiful journey you have lived. And speaking frankly, in your 11th standard, listening to such a kind of disease, or you can say a condition of fibroids, could be very heartbreaking. And, to deal with such conditions is very difficult for a girl of such young, right? But the journey, as you told, that how you stumbled upon yoga and how you are now balancing each and everything of your life, especially the corporate and this yoga journey, is very I would say inspiring, and would help many to understand the real essence of yoga, because mostly people think that it is just the physical asanas, but how it works wonderfully, like for your whole body and mind and soul. It just changes your whole personality, I would say. And
Exactly.
with your story, I think many more women would get inspired, would want to learn more about yoga, and also would like to, bring yoga in their lifestyle so that they can actually get rid of any conditions that they are currently facing. Because nowadays, I feel whoever is working in corporate, or generally also, women are too much facing conditions like PCOS, fibroids, endometriosis. These things have become very common. So, I would like to ask, like, what are some warning signs that the body is crying for help? How to identify those signs, especially for the corporate people, because they are so much engrossed in their work that they have no time to see what their body is going through. So could you highlight some warning signs for those?
Definitely. And, very rightly you said that people are engrossed a lot, that they tend to ignore their symptoms, because symptoms does not appear when you have that condition just at the beginning phase, right? So it actually appears when the condition has worsened a lot. That's the time when you feel, okay, now I am having this pain, I am suffering from this condition, I have to take medicines. For example, thyroid, PCOD, PCOS. So when these kind of conditions actually comes up, it's too late. In your routine itself, you can understand that, okay, this is going wrong. Like, for example, your digestive system, right? So your everything in your body, whatever you're going through, your digestion system is the first place through which you can get to know that something is wrong, because you know how your digestion is working on the everyday basis. And if something is going wrong constantly there, definitely it's a warning sign that something is happening in your body. So pay attention and get it checked. Be aware about it. So do not ignore your digestive issues, because your gut is actually your second brain. Your first brain may be busy in working with meetings and all that, but your second brain will definitely tell you, right? And then being in corporate, because you tend to overwork, for long hours. So if you are experiencing frequently, that your body is under fatigue, and you are feeling tired a lot, even after 7 to 8, or whatever, a good amount of sleep, even after that, if you're feeling fatigue and tired frequently, then this is also a major sign that it is not just the physical exhaustion. You are exhausted mentally and emotionally as well, right? And then a common problem that people feel, not just in corporate but otherwise also, is having the back pain, frequent back pain, neck pain, shoulder pain, and all that. So this is because of the posture. And this is not just about the physical body, it is impacting your mental health as well, because the stress is stored in these places. So when you feel stiffness in these places, it is not just the physical exhaustion, you are mentally exhausted too, because of the frequent stress that you are experiencing. And then because of stress, it starts affecting your breathing also. So observe your breathing on the regular basis by just keeping a hand on your stomach and feel your breathing, how it is coming. If it is a heavy breathing, you're not able to even focus on your breath, then definitely again it is a sign that you are under a lot of stress. And nowadays people also experience a lot of headache, migraine.
Right.
So if you are experiencing it daily, so do not avoid it, because daily headaches, it is not normal. Right? Definitely, there is something that your nervous system is trying to tell you. Your nervous system is getting shut down because of these headaches. So, this is also a very common sign which you can observe. And like you rightly said, that we tend to ignore, because even though we are present somewhere, our mind is somewhere else, planning for something next.
Hmm.
Right? When you're in office, you are planning, okay, I have to go home, I have to cook this, I have to put my kid to sleep, I have to plan for next meeting. All of these things are going on when you're doing something currently. So you're not, your focus, your concentration is going off. So this is also a major sign, which I think is very common. Even I personally feel that, but because I am aware that this is happening, I can, try to stop, observe my breath, try to come back into the situation. But because people are not aware and this is going on and on and on, and these kind of situations actually lead to, very commonly, to anxiety, right? Anxiety, depression, high blood pressure,
Hmm.
cholesterol, thyroid, PCOD. All of these problems start with these common observations, which you can actually stop.
Right. Very beautifully explained. Actually, you covered all the common symptoms and signs that one should, try to understand that his or her body is trying to express. Because if any disease is going to come to your body, it gives you some signals beforehand. And you need to identify them so that, you can actually manage in a better way. And the thing you said that people are not aware, it's because I think when you start doing yoga, yoga helps to bring that awareness in your body. So that is the thing that you are, even if you're facing those symptoms, you are trying to, identify them and fix them as soon as
Very,
possible. Right.
very true. And like, even the small things, like if you are craving a lot,
Hmm.
right? This is not something that, okay, I want to eat sweet, I am eating it, or I know I'm craving. If you're frequently craving for something, so you might not understand that this craving is also a sign that your body is lacking somewhere,
Yeah.
right? Even small things, like if you're experiencing a lot of hair fall, it is
Hmm.
not common. Do not blame it on water, do not blame it on weather, because hair fall, okay, there are external factors as well, but a major problem is stress in your body, because of which hair fall also happens. So very small things are there, we just have to be aware about it.
Very true. Because as being a nutritionist, I also understand that cravings happen when your body is nutritionally deficient in something. For example, if you're craving for chocolate, it means your body is lacking in magnesium. So there are certain foods that people crave, and they don't understand that exactly their body is lacking in some nutrition. And when they fix those nutritional deficiencies with the help of real foods or maybe supplements, then those cravings would be gone. So thank you for putting that point. Would be very beneficial for all the audience that are listening. Next, moving on to, I would like to understand. Suppose if a listener is facing fertility issues today, what's the first thing you would ask her to stop doing and start doing?
Okay, so to stop doing, I would say, stop blaming yourself, right? Stop overthinking that, what is wrong with me.
Hmm.
Because, see, everything can be fixed. If you have some issues going on with your biologically with your body, as you rightly said, right nutrition is there, with the right yoga practices, with the right physical, mental guidance, everything can be fixed. It's just, first you have to believe in yourself. And if you're constantly blaming yourself of something, like what's wrong in my body, why everyone is enjoying this, why it is happening with me only, these kind of thoughts are very common,
Yes.
which people gets, which female gets that. So how can I fix it? Taking the responsibility of everything on their own. So stop doing that, and start respecting your body. Start listening to your body with kindness, right? Understand that what your body needs and give time to yourself. That is one something, which you should start doing it.
Wow.
Because if
Yeah.
your body is under stress continuously, uh, it's very difficult to create a life. So you have to be at peace with your own self first, then only you can have a happy and nurturous life you can create.
Great advice. I definitely agree because if someone is planning for fertility or conception, you need to first heal yourself to bring that healthy baby in life. So definitely great advice. Next, I would like to understand from you, like, can you walk us through one simple daily practice a working woman can do to support her womb?
Yeah. So as especially we're talking about working women, I will not, give you a list of practices which you can do, and just small practice, I think, which you can do any time of the day. Like for example, even if you're traveling to the office, that 30 minutes or 20 minutes you get, when you're sitting in your cab or whatever,
Hmm.
or when you are sitting in the office, you get some break. That are the times also which you can practice. If you're not able to dedicate 30 minutes or 1 hour especially for your practice, you can do this, that just close your eyes and place one hand on your womb. We call it as womb breathing, right? So just breathe consciously and start saying some good affirmations about what you are trying to manifest.
Hmm.
Just feel your body parts, how with the right breathing, or with the right focus on your deep breath, you can cultivate that happiness in your womb, right? And with this practice, you actually reduce the stress. And then there is one mudra, which is known as the Yoni mudra,
Yeah.
right? You can either place your hand on your stomach, do the womb breathing, or you can do this practice, do these affirmations practice and all that by doing the Yoni mudra. So Yoni Mudra is also, again, there is a science behind it. It's not just doing some mudra with your hands and you will, feel the miraculous changes in your life. No, it's not like that. There is a proper science behind how mudra works. And your hands has that power, your fingers has that power. So why not utilize it? And you can do it anytime, any place. So you don't need to go to a specific place to do this practice. You can do at your home, you can do in your office, you can do in between your meetings also, with just the right consciousness. So warm breathing and Yoni Mudra, I think, is a practice which anyone can do, which
Very
helps.
right. So people, if they're suffering from any condition, they just start to blame firstly, like that they don't have time or they don't have that energy after from like coming from work. So the things that you have mentioned can be done literally in the meetings also. So I think people should understand that your body needs very little time of yours for you to stay healthy. So try devoting that time to yourself, because if you are healthy, then only your work also would be very nice, like you will be mentally fine and doing great work in whichever field you are doing. So focusing first on your health should be the number one priority, as I feel. Great advice. Moving on to next, what do you think? What role does pranayam or feminine energy work play in fertility, and how can someone get started with it?
Right. So as we like spoke about the breathing, womb breathing, right?
Yeah.
So breathing is not something which is okay, it is happening even though we are not aware about it. It is going to happen, right? It's just the consciousness that we have to get in, so that we do the breathing in the right and the proper way. Everyone is breathing. That's universal truth, right? So but a lot of people are doing it incorrectly as well. Just one simple practice of what you can do as a listener, if you are listening to us, just keep a hand on your stomach, and when you inhale, just observe if your stomach is going out or inside. right? If it is going inside, which is very common, then it is incorrect. So you have to correct that. So see, we are not right now. We are just discussing that, how these small things can impact. But definitely, you can reach out to any one of us, or you can reach out to your yoga teacher, or anyone around you who is aware about that. That what happens when you do the breathing rightly, right? So what is the right is what I know, but I'm discussing is that your when you inhale, your stomach should go out, and when you exhale, it should come inside. So just observe this, because 90% of the people are doing it incorrectly. And,
Yes.
and with the practice of pranayama, you first get to learn that, you first get the knowledge about it, and then when you practice it on yourself, you definitely feel that cortisol level starts decreasing, right? It is helping you to reduce the stress, anxiety in your life, and your nervous system, which is because you are handling your corporate life, you're handling your home as well. And with all that, everything around going around you, we understand that you do not get a lot of time to think about your nervous system, right? You do not get to think about your body, leave about your nervous system. So, because of this practice of pranayama, will help you to calm down that part of nervous system which is hyperactive throughout the day. And definitely it reduces your stress. And then you are not aware that you are indirectly helping your hormones also with the practice of right breathing. So you don't have to think about it that because of this hormonal issue I am doing it. That will happen automatically by just focusing on the right way of doing the pranayama practice.
Very rightly pointed out about the stress thing, because people are too much in stress, and how breathing actually helps a lot. So, people actually underestimate the power of breathing practices, because it is very easy to get distracted while you do the breathing practices. But I think it's the most powerful thing that you can do and start in your life, like right now, also. So, definitely great advice on that. Okay, moving on to next, some of the viral questions that usually it gets popped in people's mind. The first one is, can hustle culture actually make you infertile?
Yes. uh, See, like we discussed that, if you're constantly in stress, your body will not feel safe to produce a life, and your reproductive system will definitely get shut off uh, if you're not giving a proper environment to that uh, for creating a life. So, yeah.
Great. So it just means to lead a stress-free life, and there are so many tools, as Rashmi ji have already told, that you can do breathing practices, you can practice yoni mudra, and also meditation would also help in bringing those stress levels down. So thank you again for that advice. The other one is your laptop more connected to your womb health than you think?
Definitely. Again, this is something people are definitely not aware
Not
about
aware.
it, but yes, your laptops have a great role if you are planning to conceive, because when you're placing the laptop on your lap, the amount of radiations, the heat it is creating in a pelvic area is very harmful to you. So take care of the right posture while you're working, and keep the laptop at the right distance from your body. Not just your reproductive health, but otherwise as well. Working on the laptops, as the word it is laptop, right? So because okay, you can keep it on your lap, but it is meant to be used only for 10-15 minutes or so, but we are
Right.
using it for 10 hours,
Hmm.
9 hours, all that. For that, desktop is the right tool, not the laptop.
Yeah, rightly said. And I feel that is the number one reason that working women are getting so much prone to PCOS and other hormone related issues, because your hormones totally get disrupted and your pelvic health also declines. So we need to take care. If you are a working woman, don't start doing work on a laptop. like keeping it near to your lap, because it will definitely harm your fertility and will be not good for your reproductive health. So you need to take care of these things whenever you're working on a laptop. Make sure it is placed away from your reproductive organs.
And it is equally, applicable on the men as well.
Right,
So this
right.
is not just for women, for
True.
even for your husbands.
Yeah, very true, very true. Rightly said. Okay. Are your late night emails the reason for your ovulation is off?
Yes, because see, the if you're working in the late night, you're prone to that blue light a lot, right? So blue light is impacting your hormones in a major way. So stop doing that. And even if you have to do in some circumstances, we understand. So maintain the proper distance. Do the right practices to calm down your eyes before and after that. Do not just ignore what is happening to your eyes as well at this point of time. But yeah, we are talking about the fertility. So working through the late nights is impacting your sleep cycles, is again a great cause which is disrupting your hormones level, and it is creating a lot of stress in you, which is something which you should plan accordingly. Definitely something which cannot be avoided completely, but yeah, can be planned and can be managed in some ways.
Great advice. And I think this will help all the people who are actually working late night shifts. So make sure to follow these advices, I think. Lastly, what's one thing or advice that you want to give to corporate women?
I would say that stop believing that you are a machine, and your worth is not determined by how much hustle you do, or by how little rest you take. So no matter what others think, start thinking for your own self, and give time to your body, give time to your mind to relax first. Like Jagpreet, you already mentioned this, that when you start ignoring uh, about your body, what work you are doing is definitely going to impact. So if
True.
you want to work better in your life, if you have some career goals to achieve, you can definitely do that. But to do that, first you have to take care of body. If your body is not fine, if your mind is not fine, that is also which is going to get impacted, not just your fertility. So whatever you want to do, take care of your body first.
Wow, very nicely explained. Great message for all the women who are in corporate and in general also. Please, I think these advices and whatever we have discussed today would be a great takeaway for all the corporate women. So thank you so much for sharing your wisdom and guidance, especially for the corporate women, because as you are yourself experiencing that life, so you can give the great advices in that field to the people who are actually facing and struggling each day. So thank you so much for joining with us and for providing your wisdom and guidance. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jagpreet.
You are not broken. You are not late. You are just disconnected from your body, your rhythm, and your womb. But healing begins with awareness. And if today's episode made you pause even for a second, that's the start. Because your womb is not a problem to fix, it's a power to awaken. If this episode sparked something in you, we have a free resource called the Womb Awakening Starter Kit. The link is in the description, so download it now. Share this episode with a sister, with a friend who needs this message. Follow the show, leave us a review in the comment section, and most importantly, start coming home to yourself. Your womb is not a wound, she is your wisdom. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment below. And for more such episodes, stay tuned. Until next time, stay healthy, stay happy.